juice. Number one, you know me can lose. In my garden, me get the fruit that they choose. Fruit juice. In my glass, you know me can lose. Take away my worry, my stress, and my blues.
No, we're just doing a couple test seconds first. Nick, test
seconds.
Test that shit.
Testing.
Test that shit. All
I'm
right.
here. Okay.
We can both stand right up here.
Okay. This is good. Okay.
So, welcome to Cody and Nick on tape. I'm Cody Wheeler.
And I'm Nick Pantaleus.
Yeah, all right.
That
we both
works.
said our last name.
That's right. Yeah.
So today we're going to be watching Snoop Dogg Reincarnated on Netflix. And this is apparently about Snoop Dogg's journey to Jamaica and how he's trying to like leave behind his past of like thuggery.
Of being dope.
Yeah.
You know.
So like, when did you think you started listening to like Snoop Dogg songs, Nick? Like elementary school?
Yeah, like when I lived in New York. Yeah. When I
Dude,
grew up in the Bronx. Yeah.
Was everyone into Snoop Dogg in the Bronx?
Yeah, totally, and like NWA and shit. Yeah.
So we watched a couple of music videos.
Yeah.
First. And you know what? Also, that's kind of unusual because Snoop Dogg he's a West Coast rapper.
Yeah. So you think he wouldn't be popular in New York?
Yeah, right.
But whatever.
And it's a different lifestyle too.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Because
I can tell by watching the videos.
In the Bronx, y'all lived in apartments.
Exactly.
And stuff.
Not in shitty houses.
Right.
No
in LA,
walls.
they lived in shitty houses.
Yeah, with the worst grass I've ever seen.
So that's like the first thing we're gonna bring up because we're gonna talk about Snoop Dogg's old music videos, and then we're gonna talk about his transformation. But apparently, in all his old music videos, he lived with his parents.
Yes, and every video starts out with his mom or dad saying, "Snoop Dogg!" and then the camera goes down the hallway. And,
Snoop Dogg, get out of bed, Snoop Dogg!
Yeah. Snoop Dogg! Don't bring the dog pound here!
Listen, Snoop Dogg, we're gonna go be leaving out of town for a couple days. Don't hold any parties.
Yeah. Yep.
So the first music video we watched was "Murder Was the Case" from 1994.
Yes, which is a classic. Fucking.
Stop getting text messages.
Yeah.
Murder Was the Case. I guess it was about him selling his soul to both Jesus and Satan.
Yeah.
For a pool party.
Yeah. I guess, and that was the most trippy of them all. And he was doing that whole dance move.
Right.
Yeah.
Snoop Dogg did the dance move where he just moved his arms back and forth.
Yeah, with open palm, just like I don't even know.
But it still looked like that he was like doing the thug gangster lifestyle.
Yeah,
you know,
because he had the patented long sleeve collared shirt, the button up, plain.
Yeah, that's 90s style gangster, dude.
Yeah.
Listen, y'all think you're goons nowadays? Y'all think you're thugs nowadays?
Yeah.
Y'all are just wearing t-shirts.
Yeah, wearing your skinny jeans.
They're butting it up back in the days.
That's right.
We watched Drop It Like It's Hot, which is sort of a new one.
Yeah, it's a newer one.
And what do you have to say about that?
With Pharrell. Great song. First of all, great track. Love the bass line.
Yeah, love the great track. Fantastic job.
Yeah. Excellent mids, great lows, even better highs.
Jesus Christ.
But no, that video there's nothing special about it.
But it was Snoop Dogg was mad because it didn't get nominated for a VMA.
Yes, I remember watching the VMA. It was up for like music video of the year.
Yeah.
And it didn't win it. And I remember, they have, the pre-show before the VMAs, and I remember him talking he was hyping it up, like, oh, we're going to win Best Video of the Year, and then he didn't win it. And then later, when, when you watched MTV, and, during the commercial breaks, they had, Sway do, the news updates. He did news updates.
Sway? Was he, the MTV guy, I guess, or?
Yeah, Sway. You don't know who Sway is?
Bro, I'm white as shit.
Dude! This black guy, he had really long dreads, and he cut them in, a big beanie.
Right, I'm a Fuse guy. I'm not an MTV guy. I was a Fuse guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then he was, talking to Snoop Dogg, and Snoop Dogg was just talking about how he was so pissed that he didn't win anything for the video.
Right, but that's not surprising because there wasn't really a lot going on in that one, right?
Yeah, no, not really.
The music video for Drop It Like It's Hot was just Snoop Dogg and Pharrell in, a blank white room.
Yeah.
And they just had gangster things in the white room.
In the right room, yeah.
They had a lowrider parked in the white room.
Yeah.
They had the bitches
the ladies, yep.
in the white room.
Yeah.
They had a dog, right?
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm so sure they did. Fuck. Yeah. Hey, wait, that brings us to the next one, right? Who I Am.
Who I Am. That was another one where he had his moms and dads in the fucking sketch.
Yeah. But no, that one was great because he was at a bitch's house, and they had just got done banging, I guess. And then the chick was like, "You gotta go, Snoop Dogg. My dad's gonna come home."
No. Snoop Dogg's parents were coming home.
Are you? Is that was it? Oh,
I think that was it. Yeah.
Okay.
And Snoop Dogg was like, "Don't worry, baby," and then he transformed into a dog.
Into a dog. Yeah.
Listen to me. Snoop Dogg's parents were coming home, and he had a girl over, and he's like, "Don't worry, baby. I'm just gonna morph into a fucking dog."
Yeah, and then that was the whole video. Like, it was him and the dog pound, whoever that is, his entourage.
His posse, his entourage, yeah.
And that was, the whole video was them, like, transforming. And then they had the dogs doing the best acting I've ever seen dogs do in anything.
Right.
Picking up dollar bills and shit.
They had dogs running around town and shit.
Yeah, it was great. That was a good one.
You're right, though. I was wondering that. How did they get that dog to hold the blunt in his mouth?
Yeah. They're all wearing glasses and shit, like ties.
The next one we'll watch was Gin and Juice. That was another one that started out with his parents.
Yeah.
What was the line? We got bitches in the living room getting it on, and they ain't leaving till 6 in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was, I mean, I think that's missing music videos today, is the whole, like, sketch aspect of it.
Right. Because they actually used to have, like, fucking acting. You know what? We're not talking about the, who did the Trapped in Closet? R. Kelly?
R. Kelly, yeah.
We're not talking about that.
No.
That was retarded.
Yeah, what was it at? Like, cinematography? Like, I don't even know.
That was an R&B opera.
An R&B opera?
I guess so.
That makes sense. That I believe that. Have you seen that, like, through and through?
I've seen, yeah. Dude, you know what? I have watched the whole thing because it was on the Independent Film Channel, IFC.
Yeah? Oh, okay, yeah.
So I did watch it.
I watched it all on YouTube.
That was goddamn ridiculous.
Yeah, it got way out of hand. It escalated very quickly.
But getting back on the subject, man, I guess dudes in LA just fucking lived with their parents.
Yeah, that's what they did. That's what all the gangsters did. Because I guess selling pot didn't make them enough money.
Still,
but yet they got all these lowriders and cars and shit, but they don't move out.
Yeah, bro. Hot
priorities.
Don't you have to, like, launder money if you're gonna buy a car or, like, a big purchase like that?
Yeah, that's, like, 101.
That's how the mafia
That's being gangster 101.
Okay, so I guess that brings us to the point of this whole tape show.
Yeah.
Is Snoop Dogg reincarnated. Snoop Dogg claims to try to change his old gangster ways and try and live, like, a more peaceful, like, positive life.
Yeah. Yeah, he's like, almost, he wants to atone for his past life.
By doing reggae.
By doing reggae.
So, I've seen a little bit of this, and I've been listening to the Reincarnated album in my car, like, a little bit.
Okay.
But you're new to this, right?
Yeah, totally. I haven't heard the album, I haven't watched this at all.
So, what we're going to do right now is we're going to watch this film, and then after the break, we're going to tell you guys what we thought of it.
Alrighty. Alright.
Rock and roll. 1, 2, 3.
With so much drama in the LBC, it's kinda hard being
Snoop Double G, but I somehow, some way keep coming up with funky ass shit like every single day. May I kick a little something for the G's and make a few ends as I breeze through 2 in the morning and the party still jumping cause my mama ain't home. I got bitches in the living room getting it on and they ain't leaving till 6 in the morning.
So, we just got done watching Snoop Dogg Reincarnated.
Yep, Snoop Lion.
Snoop Lion, I'm sorry, exactly, you're right. That was his trip to Jamaica to, like, reinvent himself.
Yeah, that was good. That was a good
Yeah, you dug...
docu-film.
You dug the docu-film?
Yeah, definitely. That was cool.
Documentary. It was done by the Vice people, and Vice Magazine, Vice.com, Vice YouTube, they do some of the best stories where they just take cameras to places that, like...
Yeah, that you just never even know existed.
Right, the NBC won't go.
Exactly.
Right, so, hold up. I was drinking a 40 through this entire movie because I thought in dedication I would... Where'd my 40 go?
It's way over there.
Okay. Well, Nick,
would you like me to get it?
No, I'll tell you what. Tell me what your plot synopsis is like. Give me the summary of what Snoop Dogg Reincarnated the movie was.
Okay.
While I go grab my 40 from the other side of the room. Go.
All right. Well, the movie is about, the documentary is about, Snoop Dogg. He goes on like a pilgrimage to Jamaica to, because he wants to make wants to learn about like reggae, and he wants to get in touch with like a more peaceful side of himself, because he feels like he's getting older and he's no longer.
Right. Okay, I'm back now.
Yeah.
You're exactly right. He feels like he's trying to like separate himself from his thug ass past.
Yeah, from the Snoop Dogg of old that we spoke about before. Mm-hmm. And now he's an old man. I don't know how old he is now, but he's up there. He's like late 40s.
He's almost 40. Yeah, he's 40s.
Yeah, he's in his 40s. And and it was good stuff. He went around to Jamaica and shit, and he went to different like neighborhoods and stuff. Like went to a school, and it was nice. It was nice.
So what happened was, he wanted to make his entire album in Jamaica. I guess just while having the vibe. So he got together with I don't know the dude's name right now.
Bunny Lion, I think. Bunny, that guy.
No, the guy from Major Lazer.
Oh. It wasn't even a name. It was like a. It was like a.
I wish I knew the name of the producer who was like the guy behind Major Lazer, but he's the guy who helped Snoop Lion with his songs.
Yeah.
And he came out with the entire album as well as this documentary.
Yeah, it's like the same thing. Is it called the same thing, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Like they had the soundtrack was the album.
Yeah.
For the documentary.
Gotcha.
But he went to a bunch of like low class neighborhoods.
Yeah, and he went to the school. He went to a pot farm. Of course, we were gonna get the pot eventually. And man, the pot they were whipping out.
Dude, they brought out like they were Snoop Lion or Snoop Dogg or whatever we're gonna call him.
Yeah.
They were always bringing him out like these like black like garbage bags.
Yeah, like a full-size garbage bag
with buds in them.
Like the size of my leg and shit.
But you know what else I thought was interesting?
What?
He brought the Cali bud with him.
Yeah, as well. Yeah. And
he's like, listen, man. Let me show you my culture. I'm gonna show you this Cali bud.
Yeah, and they had it in like the medical marijuana thing and everything.
Yeah. Which, by the way, the first scene in the movie was him getting onto the plane to go to Jamaica. So how the fuck did he get that Cali bud?
I mean, no. I think that's easy.
Do you? Yeah, of course.
I want to say through personal experience.
What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that?
I have not snuck weed on a plane flight. People very close to me have.
Tell that story.
I don't want to name names.
Don't name names, but just tell the story.
A certain lady brought pot. We went to New York and brought pot. I don't know how she did it.
Are you talking about like your close people to your family's-ness?
They may have even been my family.
Oh.
But yeah.
Okay, so
it can be done.
So yeah,
especially
okay.
for Snoop Dogg.
Needless to say, if Nick's family.
Then again, that was pre 9/11. So I also could have a big deal to do with this.
Do you think they're enforcing the 9/11 procedures on the flights to Jamaica?
Yeah. Yeah, they're gonna take out that school for boys.
But it was dope. So Snoop Dogg, so he did two things. He did both. He made his album legit in the legit studio in Jamaica.
Yeah, in different studios.
But he also traveled all around.
Yeah, I met like different like reggae artists and stuff. Yeah.
So one of my favorite tracks on the album is Fruit Juice.
Yeah, I remember it from the thing. Fruit Juice, yeah.
And that was just inspired off of Snoop Dogg walking around the paths with the Jamaican dudes and them just pulling grapefruits off the trees.
Yeah, and he just like ripped open a mango or something and started eating it. And then he's like, I'm going to write a song about this.
Yeah, that was pretty much it.
Yeah.
What else? He went to the most ghetto neighborhood in Jamaica.
Yeah, where there was like full army geared black dudes in Jeeps.
Right. They had militant guerrillas guarding like the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
They still had everybody out there.
Yeah, and no one like gave a fuck.
Except for the one dude who tried stepping to
Yeah,
him.
the one guy who was like, hey, you don't come to my street, blah, 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 blah.
No, it's like, hey man, you don't know us.
Yeah.
You come here, but you don't know us. But all Snoop Dogg had to say was, listen, man.
Come down, hit some of this Cali bud, yo.
All he had to do was offer him that Cali bud. And he was cool.
And he was, and then he hugged and they had a moment.
I guess it was just, man, you know what? I really wish we had we don't have the goddamn names of the dude that he actually recorded with. And we don't have the name of the reggae artist that recorded with Bob Marley. He met Ziggy Marley, though.
Yeah, his son. And then he did that old dude, Bunny Lion.
Bunny Lion.
Yeah.
That was the guy.
Dude.
Bunny Lion was the guy that he actually got on the tracks with him.
Yeah, and that guy was cool. I liked how when you get into the studio.
He seemed spiritual.
Yeah, definitely. He seemed like he was on a whole nother level than like anybody ever.
And he was still like, despite like having not recorded anything for like 20 years, he still knew how to record.
Yeah, he looked like he knew what he was doing.
Yeah, Snoop Lion reincarnated, man. I've been listening to that album in my car.
Yeah.
And it is like a legit good album. So anyone who thinks that like Snoop Lion's just trying to pose and like he's just trying
Yeah, I don't believe that at all. Yeah, I think he really is. It's totally believable. Even in myself, like the more I grow old, the more like I fucking calm down and I realize things. Right. Yeah, I'm sure he feels the same way.
And other things he was talking about on the album or on the film was who died. Who was the guy that died during the filming of the film?
His cousin's nephew.
Nate Dogg?
Nate Dogg? Yeah. Nate Dogg died.
Yeah. Tell me what you heard about Nate Dogg.
What do you mean, like his whole life?
No, I mean the death, or I guess.
Yeah, well, he died from just having strokes, because, I don't know, but he probably had something like, disease or something that, what a side effect was strokes. So he had a stroke and died. And, so that really affected Snoop Dogg, I guess, because he was, like, a good friend of him, which I didn't really know. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
It's like I knew of Nate Dogg, like, I know he's a rapper. Mm-hmm. He was, like, a 90s rapper, like, with all of them. But he wasn't on the same level as them.
Right.
He wasn't nearly as popular.
Snoop Dogg also revealed a little bit about Tupac and Biggie in this one.
Yeah, like in how, he said how he was supposed to be with Tupac that night after the Mike Tyson fight when he got shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he did.
That was after a Mike Tyson fight?
Yeah, you didn't know that? Yeah.
No, explain it.
Did you not know what happened to Tupac?
Dude, just lay it down.
All right, well, Tupac was like Suge Knight and like random other niggers in his gang.
Yeah.
And they went to a Mike Tyson
fight. Sorry guys, by the way, Nick is like Mediterranean, Greek, Italian, so it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay for him to say that.
Totally.
Okay, so I'm sorry.
Totally. So it was after the Mike Tyson fight, and there's like a security footage of like Tupac getting in a fight with some dude like in the lobby. Of the MGM Grand or whatever the fuck the fight was, or the Palace, one of the two. And he like got in a tussle with this dude, and then like Suge Knight Suge Knight pulls him off, and then Suge Knight starts like hitting the dude, and then like they get separated and they leave, and then so like what they say is like like that person that he got in a fight with then like followed them, and when they left and they tailed them in the car.
Yeah.
And when they stopped at like they went to do a U-turn, and while they were making the U-turn, like they just pulled up and they just fucking rang shots on him, and shot they got shot whatever. And then, like, I didn't know Tupac, like, didn't die immediately. I thought he died immediately. I didn't know he was, like, alive afterwards.
Right, but Snoop Dogg said that he actually communicated with him.
No. He said, like, he talked to him. Like, Tupac, like, he don't know if he heard him or not, because he was just laying in the bed in the hospital, but he didn't, like, talk back or anything.
Right. I remember Snoop Dogg talking about, though, just, like, seeing him laid out.
Yeah, like, it was real shit. Definitely. I mean, I don't know what the fuck that's like. I can't relate to that at all. Right. And then like you talked about how like he was driving home one day from the Jay Leno show, and like cops pulled him over, and they pulled him out of the car, and like they were like, "You know this guy?" And he's like, "No, I don't know this guy." Like, well, he said he showed you these guns. And then he's like, and then the cop threatened him because like he had like wife and kids arrested, and he's gonna like ransack his house.
Right. They were saying like, "Listen, Snoop, we have your wife and your kids. Like, we're ready to raid the house. Tell us what kind of guns you have in your house." And Snoop Dogg, he was like, "I'll tell you what kind of guns I have in my house. Just don't fuck with my wife and kids."
Yeah, exactly. And he did. And that's the right thing to fucking do, But
man, that was the '90s, right? Where the cops were actually against the rappers.
Yeah, totally, yeah.
It's not like that anymore because it sort of seems like...
Because rapping's totally different now.
Right.
Rapping's more about, like, having swag and blah, blah.
It seems like consumerism, and that seems sort of like what the establishment wants is us to consume more.
Exactly. So, yeah.
But that's not what it used to be about.
No, yeah, because, like, in the 90s, like, with, like, the LA riots and shit, that was totally different.
It was about anti-establishment.
Exactly, and that's why they had to do it.
And listen, thugs, listen, goons, whenever you're buying new chains or fucking, whenever you're, like, buying new phones or ribs, you're paying a corporation.
Yeah. You are contributing to the machine.
But then again, I'm white as shit.
Yep. Well, you gotta buy something eventually. I mean, we all can't fucking...
Totally. What's another thing? Another thing that was awesome, Snoop Dogg really went around to neighborhoods. Like, you remember when he went to that school...
Oh wait, that was me.
Goddamn phone.
It's good entry on the.
That's a Homer Simpson ringtone. Okay, skipping that.
Yeah.
You remember when Snoop Lion? I'm gonna call him Snoop Lion.
That's his name.
He
now.
went to a school for like discouraged kids.
Yeah,
or
Alpha
like
Boys, I think it was called.
it was like Alpha Boys.
Yeah.
And it was a school for like down on their luck boys who wanted to do music.
Yeah. No. They had a music program,
Right.
but it wasn't only music.
Right.
It was just a regular school with a music program.
Yeah.
And if kids like showed interest, then they could do it. They'd like earn it or whatever. But yeah, like that was really cool. I liked when they went in the room and they were all like fucking jamming. All the kids.
They had kids on the saxophone.
yeah,
and
a
kids
real
on the
instrument,
drums.
not like gay shit. Yeah.
Right. I
Real
mean,
instruments.
they looked rusted.
Well, yeah, it's Jamaica.
Exactly.
But
you said that like, dude, those rooms don't have air conditioning.
yeah, like, they just got ceiling fans everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy.
And that's so cool. And like they were all like playing their generic like reggae jam, but Snoop Lion came in there and started jamming with them.
Yeah, and they just like he said this whole like spiel, this whole like little verse. It was great.
I love the outfit.
Yeah.
They be jamming real good. They be jamming.
Yeah, exactly. And it was just fun. It was just nice.
And Snoop, damn man, dude, Snoop knows how to lay down those like that reggae style lyrics.
Yeah, like it's not. Yeah, he's an artist. He knows what he's doing. You know.
I mean, just for the record, guys, he's not faking it. He's not just trying to like capitalize on a new style. Like he really believes in the peacefulness of reggae. I think.
Yeah, me too. Definitely.
Yeah.
You can just tell just from watching that whole thing. You know.
And
People do, you know.
I think it's a productive step because I mean,
Definitely.
what would you rather have Snoop Dogg just keep rapping about like
No.
drive-bys?
No.
I'm not saying that like he ever did exactly do that, but he said himself that he's looking to put out a more positive message.
Exactly. Yeah, because he's older now and he realizes, you know,
Right.
he's past that point in his life. He's no longer living that life, so he can stop talking about it.
Exactly.
You know, he talked about it. People know what the fuck happened, and that's it. He's done with it.
And it's really important because he's been on the fucking gangster scene since like pretty much day one.
Yeah, exactly. He's one of like the fucking. Like,
He was there in
one of the
heat of it.
faces. Yeah.
Yeah. Death Row Records. That's what they were talking about.
Yeah. They talk about that a lot too.
You remember the episode of Rob and Big when they
did the
Rob
picture?
Deerdeck and Big Black and the dog.
They did the death row picture.
Yeah.
And that was cool. And I think they had the chains and everything.
So, I'm not sure exactly how much more we can say on this, but
I just thought of something we haven't talked about.
oh, what's that?
His cousin. What the fuck was he doing there?
Oh my god! Oh my god! That's right. Snoop Dogg's cousin was there on the scene. He went to Jamaica to Snoop Lion, and what did he do? He just rolled up blunts.
All he did was roll the blunts. Like that was his primary point, and like that's all he did. He like when they were walking through the jungle, he was just like licking the fucking blunts. And even said to the camera, he's like, "I'm in the jungle, bro."
And he was always sitting there in the studio too. He didn't contribute shit.
Yeah, all he did
Snoop
was
Dogg's
mooch
cousin
off the
came
pot.
with and just mooched out the pot and just rolled the blunts.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
And he made. Oh, you know what we did figure out though? He did have one talent.
What?
The fucking quad backflip.
Oh, you're right. That was great. Yeah, in the beach, in the water too.
He's a chubby motherfucker, and I did not expect him to be able to backflip. So listen, Snoop Dogg's cousin, the only thing he's able to do is backflip.
That was an impressive ass backflip because he was like in the water.
Yeah.
You know, you've been in the beach when you're walking into the water. It's hard as fuck to walk.
Yeah.
Let alone backflip through the shit. This shit was crazy.
You know what? Have you ever tried backflipping or front flipping into like a pool or something like that?
Front flipping. I don't have the balls to backflip.
Listen, but you know that all you need is just the balls to attempt it, and it goes, right?
Yeah. You just gotta commit.
I guess we just have to work our way up to that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But that was cool. But apparently it was the only redeeming quality that he had. And we can't even name him because we don't remember his name because it's not that important.
Yeah, his name, like I remember, it said like his real name, and then under it just said in quotations, cousin. Spell all ghetto.
Right.
That's. Oh man.
Yeah, we were just looking at the time. We're gonna make this a short one. Like our last video for the Insane Clown Posse one was pretty long.
Yeah, but that was a lot to talk about though, because that whole movie was crazy.
Right.
We had that whole list.
But we're just gonna give the final opinion now that personally, me, Cody Wheeler, I believe that Snoop Dogg is telling the truth. I think that he's trying to turn a leaf.
Yeah.
And if he goes back to goon ass shit, I'm gonna be super disappointed. But
Yeah.
Nick, what were your what's your synopsis on it? What's your final thoughts on it?
Well, that was good. I enjoyed watching that. Like I was telling you earlier before we started recording, that I feel like that it didn't necessarily like change my outlook on life or anything like that.
Yeah.
But it like reinforced certain things, and it did open my eyes to certain things. It was good. It was a good watch. I don't think he'll go back to doing gangster shit, because I thoroughly believe he has changed.
Either that or he'll retire.
Yeah, exactly. Or he'll just stop making music.
Because if he goes back to the gangster shit after this, that would just be disgusting.
Yeah, then we'd look like a couple of idiots.
You know what though? I think he's always been smarter than that though, because you know what? I mean, we were talking about before, his rap started out with him living with his parents, so he's always been that kind of honest.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's never bullshitted. He's never faked anything.
Yeah.
Just when he was talking about
let's think about an example of someone who's bullshitted stuff. Rick Ross.
I hate Rick Ross.
Rick Ross. Did you know that he's actually stolen his name from a real hustler?
No, but that's so.
Rick Ross stole his persona. Did you know Rick Ross was a parole? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
He was an officer at a jail.
Yeah, and yet
Corrections officer.
That's ridiculous.
And he stole his name from Highway Rick Ross, who was a man that sold. It was the original man who blew up crack in LA.
and I wouldn't have a problem with that if you just said that.
Right. If he was I'm like Rick Ross, but no, I am Rick.
He owns it, and then whatever. He doesn't. He's fucking fake. He's fake. That's all it is.
Another example. I mean, okay, how much do you know about 50 Cent?
I know a lot about 50 Cent.
Is he legit as he says he is?
Fucking ignore the phone ringing.
Yeah.
But is he as legit as he says he is? Yeah, he really did get shot 9 times. I mean, he did. It's just typical black kid story. He grew up in the hood. He sold fucking drugs as a young child.
Yeah. Because
he wanted the nice things that that the drug dealers had.
Right.
So we did all that stuff, and then he ended up getting shot.
Sorry about the phone.
He got shot in the face. One of the bullets hit him in the face. And
he really? What part of the face?
It hit him through the mouth, and that's
like
the whole thing. Because he was a rapper, right?
Yeah.
And whatever, and he had he sounded the way he sounded his whole life, and then when he got shot in the face, it fucked up his voice, and that's why you hear him. He sounds all weird.
So we heard 50 Cent.
Yeah, and that gave him a whole hard gangster side to his rap, and then he started writing hard rap music, and that's when he blew up.
Right.
But yeah, I definitely think I have mad respect for 50 Cent, because even now, he no longer makes music really, and yet he's still a rich motherfucker. That. You know what he does now?
Makes video games? I don't know.
He's a boxing promoter.
Oh, is he?
He promotes Floyd Mayweather's
that's
fights.
cool.
Yeah.
Because you know what? Boxers, they need that.
Yeah, and 'cause I just saw a thing recently on YouTube, an interview with Power 106. That's a radio station in Los Angeles.
Okay.
And it's a famous radio station. And it always has people on there interviewing them, and 50 Cent. And 50 Cent was talking about how, he has beef with Floyd Mayweather over money.
Man, 50 Cent does not have any position to have beefs with Floyd Mayweather.
No, because he sponsored a fight for him, and Floyd Mayweather won the fight. But 50 Cent didn't get his money for promoting the fight.
Really?
Yeah, and he said they came to blows about it. Floyd Mayweather
punched him. Come to blows about it.
No, he punched him, and 50 got punched by Floyd Mayweather.
Okay.
Yeah, he popped him once in the face. But then after that, he kept saying how much he had love for Floyd Mayweather. And he appreciates him and whatnot. But yeah, I got mad respect for 50 Cent, definitely.
That's cool.
He's real.
So, all right, we're getting back to Snoop Lion, man. I'm not sure if Snoop Lion's exactly gonna make another reggae album.
Yeah, but I don't think so.
The point that I would like to try to make, and do you agree with me that this one was legit?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. He, I think I want to listen to the album because I haven't listened to it.
Oh, dude, I have it. I'll totally let you leech off me.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Because I do. I want to listen to it.
But I hope this encourages you guys too to listen to the Snoop Lion album, because if anybody is hating and thinks that he's just trying to gimmick,
cash grab. Yeah.
Cash grab. Yeah.
It's not.
It's not. And think about the times we live in. It's not even really too possible to make a cash grab at
off
music.
releasing an album anymore. Yeah, because everyone just pirates shit.
They can pirate it. Spotify, dude, is the one.
Yeah, exactly.
I could find any album I want to on Spotify, and all I have to do is listen to like a commercial every 4 tracks.
Yeah, like a 30-second commercial. Yeah, that's a whole nother point. How the fuck?
You know what? I mean, and it's also a good thing for music because record executives can't exactly fucking, rule the land.
Yeah, they can't fucking, hold the stick and shit.
Unless they're in denial and there's some lame-ass record executive.
Exactly.
But, okay, I had a lot of fun today, and...
Definitely.
I hope I can do another tape show with you, Nick.
Yeah, we will. We always come up with fucking
hopefully
shit
we can maybe buy some better microphones so we can do it.
Yeah, I think we should definitely do that.
How about you get your computer fixed?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Oh, I already got this baby all planned out.
Yeah.
Save up my money. Yeah. It's gonna cost a lot of money.
Cool. All right, so I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna stop the tape. I'm gonna take this home, put it on Audacity, then from there put it on YouTube. Maybe put a couple pictures of Snoop Dogg and shit. But thanks, Nick, for doing this.
Oh, thank you, Cody. This was great. It's fun. It's always fun.
Shake my hand on the tape.
Yeah, okay.
Our hands are shaking. Yes.
Yep.
All right, and that's it. So no.